Uh-oh, live.
Hello and welcome to episode 1 of the Angel Chronicles. I am Phil, I'm sure you know that by now, and with me is...
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire.
And if you listen to the other shows on our podcast, I'm sure you heard us threatening to do this series. So here it is. I'm going to review every episode of Angel.
It's only like 120 episodes. You'll be okay. Plus a comic book that's ongoing. Or is it 110? I forget.
When I saw it the other day, I think it was like 110.
Yeah, 110.
Yeah.
Oh, so this show is old.
I know.
1999, October 5th. I was like, I think still in the middle school.
Okay, rub it in. I was like 21, maybe, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I was about right then. Yeah, so I am a huge Buffy fan, and just to be real, I never liked Angel for her.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. It's kind of weird because I'm a fan of Buffy, but I haven't seen every episode. I've kind of been in and out on it, but Angel, I was there like every episode.
Yeah, I was just like, why is he getting his own spinoff? His own spinoff. Willow needs her own spinoff. Why is he getting his spinoff? But that's what when they made the announcement, I was just like, oh, whatever. And then I ended up falling in love with it, and I actually, oh my God, don't tell anybody, between just us, I actually like this more than Buffy.
Oh yeah,
so,
I agree.
Like as a girl, that's kind of sacrilege, but it is what it is. I like Cordelia, so naturally, probably why I like Angel.
I mean, I like
her character arc was good until the point.
Yeah,
we all know the point I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like more of this. I like the supporting cast, I think, more, and it was kind of like more adult.
Yeah. It's crazy. I totally forgot that Doyle, who's passed on since then, because the Roseanne thing, and I was just like, oh yeah, that's sad. Oh, funny little thing, if you didn't know, Michael Fishman, DJ from Roseanne, actually paid for his funeral.
Oh, really?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it's really funny because they actually didn't write the end of season 1 with that in mind of him dying, like him dying or passing away or whatever. They'd already had that plan, so he was only gonna be a season 1 character. Is what I heard.
He didn't even make it to the end of season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to that, but that was weird to me. There was like a couple episodes. I was like, wait, they're gonna kill the main character? Yeah, right. He'll be back. Nope.
I know, like that's definitely when it was just like, well, I mean, even outside of those circumstances, like I said, it was like, oh wow, people do, die and go away and things like that. So, but let's talk about this pilot episode. It was written by Joss and David Greenwalt, who are prolific on Buffy, and Whedon directed it, and it captured that slum hole LA feeling. For those of you who don't know, I lived in LA for a while, and I really do not like LA. I just don't. It's not for me. I'm a San Diego girl, so I was just like, yep, this is about right.
I was going to say, you grew up on the West Coast, so they kind of got the feel right.
Well, there's a complete difference between San Diego and Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like even as the show goes on, they don't really ever capture the city like they do with Buffy and Sunnydale.
Mm-hmm.
They're very much closed off. And I found that really kind of fascinating because you're in LA, so why not you use the city kind of thing?
I think in the first season more, it's more, you get more to the feel of the city. By the time you get to the second season, it's like they're getting more into the supernatural and more demons and resurrected vampire lovers, and
my fave person ever.
What, Darla?
Yes. I like Mean Girls. You'll notice this. I also like the other Mean Girl, Harmony. So you'll notice a trend if you continue to listen. But yeah, it was just like kind of a classic 90s pilot episode, especially like it's a spinoff. So it's just like, in case you haven't watched Buffy, here's Doyle to tell you everything you need to know about Angel.
I know, even Angel was like, I know this, I was there.
I know. Just because you lampshaded and respond to it doesn't mean it's not lazy. I'm just saying.
Just bad writing.
No, I wouldn't say it's bad writing. I like that they did lampshade it, but so as I was joking before we started, this is really, Angel's very broody.
Oh yeah, he's basically just like hiding from humanity and saving people where he can.
But it's not about saving people. You gotta save those souls too.
Girls are pretty.
Oh yeah, so I was like, okay, we're starting off in a bar. And I was like, do vampires in this universe get drunk? I couldn't remember that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
I know they age apparently, but they don't.
They should. I mean,
go back to season 1 of Buffy and then go back to this pilot, and you're just like, it was 3 years.
I mean,
what happened?
Look at the pilot of Buffy, and then just like look at the last episode of Angel.
I know, it's just like
it should have been something where, like, you know, if you're a vampire and you get your soul back, you start to age.
I told you, yeah, that's my headcanon, and as far as I know, they haven't like not said that. But James Marsters literally hasn't aged like a day, so I don't even know what we're doing.
Oh, he plays a good vampire,
which we'll get to. I love their dynamic. I cannot wait to get to that season.
Season 5, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, you okay? We'll take you.
But Wolfram and Hart plays big in season 5. But yeah, we get our first the inklings of Wolfram and Hart. Lindsay, we see Lindsay at the end.
Yeah, I had the biggest crush on him. He did a movie with Monica, like back around this time on MTV. I forget the name of it, but yeah, I was a huge fan of. Oh. And he was in Leverage, which I loved, and also is he in The Librarians? Is that him?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I really don't watch that show.
I've only ever watched it like once or twice, but yeah, I was pretty sure I was gonna watch it, and then
is that The Librarians, or is that other show where there was like a team of them? Or
yeah, he was in Leverage too, but I think he's in The Librarians as well. Leverage is good. Go watch it after you're done with us. Yeah. Oh my God. So the biggest thing I remember about Angel was the Verizon commercials, because it was on the WB and they were a major sponsor, and it was always the "Can you hear me now" guy in between every single segment.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy is not even with Verizon anymore. He's with Sprint.
Oh yeah,
old, Phil.
After his contract was up, and then his his the rivalry clause or whatever expired, and he went right to Sprint. Yep.
Yeah, I just remember that. I was just like, I always remember that. Yeah, the WB back at this time was like on fire. They had Angel, they had Gilmore Girls. They had a really great lineup.
Well, Angel season 1, Buffy was still there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't until they got to season 2 or 3 that they had to be on different networks.
Isn't it when they get back at the end of the season, at the final episode of season 2, they tell them, "Oh yeah, Buffy died" or something?
Yeah. And then he goes into a monastery. We'll talk about that when we get there, but yeah. It's so weird because we almost we kind of did technically have a network crossover. It was really weird. We'll get there though, but
yeah.
Do you think you should watch Angel without watching Buffy? I mean, I know there's people that have.
You can.
Do you need that? The first 3 seasons of Buffy.
I kind like I said, I was so in and out on Buffy. I almost kind of did that, and I mean, it is why you can do it.
Yeah, I don't after halfway through season 1, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Wait, when does Wesley show up?
I think isn't it the episode after Doyle dies?
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched Angel, it's from 1999. You've had time.
Yeah. Yeah. It was pre-Smallville, at least the first couple seasons. Come on.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this was a God. The lighting in this, like, just to set the broody atmosphere. This first season is not well lit unless they're like actually in the daytime, which we get in the next episode.
Well, I mean,
next two episodes.
He is a creature of the night, and I guess he's like LA Batman because those first couple episodes he has that grappling gun.
I know, right? Okay. Favorite thing about season 1 is his car. And it's like, dude, it's a drop top. Come on.
The car.
You're a vampire.
I mean, he had that car for what, like at least the first 3 or 4 seasons, right?
I think it's 3, but no, that's just like my favorite thing about season 1.
I thought he kept the car until they went to Wolfram and Hart, and then they got all those.
Well, we saw it less and less after the abomination was born in the backseat.
Oh, good Lord.
Just saying.
I know. But yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of vampires. I love, I remember watching the pilot and I'm thinking, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. But then that ending, I think, is what hooked me. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm coming back.
Dude, when Cordelia showed up, I was like, yes!
Ah!
And then you see her sad little LA life. And I'm like, yeah, that's how it is.
Oh, excuse me. I have to go talk to people who matter.
I like when she goes back. Dark shades? Da-da-da-da-da. Vampire! You're a vampire!
Who I'm alone with. Oh, wait, never mind.
Perfect.
Such a cheerleader. Is it, I think I read somewhere, didn't they say that she originally auditioned for the part of Buffy also?
I never heard that.
I thought I read that somewhere. I mean, unless it's fake news, but
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but Joss definitely has a type for his leading lady, especially Buffy. You know what I mean? Like, she's blonde and
like she couldn't have dyed her hair.
I don't know. Like, I think Winona Ryder is the only. Well, no, actually, she's actually blonde and she always wears her hair black. I don't really know too many blondes in Hollywood that like actually act that are naturally brunette. It's just a thing. I'm sure there are that I can't think of off the top of my head right now, though.
But no, yeah, I mean, she plays like the cheerleader, pretty well, especially in this episode,
Yeah, but they had already started her down her arc of like, well, being poor, so redemption, I guess.
Yeah.
Back in the final seasons of high school with Buffy, so it's just like, I'm surprised she actually moved to LA. People talk about it, but they don't do it.
Well, I guess losing your money, nothing else to nothing to lose.
Yeah. Although I love, like, I know we're like jumping ahead, but remember when she loses her powers?
Oh,
and she gets to be like Cordy. I was like, oh, if we could just have like 3 episodes just in that universe where she had her own TV show.
It's cool.
But that time before, screw you, Patsy. It's Cordy.
Just killed Charlie Esser.
I mean, I loved how they laid the foundation down in season 1, and they would give you like these little inklings for the next season. Like, I always thought that was really clever, even in Buffy, with the exception of Dawn. I don't care what anybody says. There were no inklings. He just did what he wanted. Saying he loves a surprise kid. That's his thing. That's his jam.
And I mean, we kind of saw before, we have seen Cordelia before this, but what about your first impressions of Doyle?
Oh. I didn't like the guy on Roseanne, and I didn't like him here. Not to speak ill of the dead. Doyle was annoying.
Yeah. It's like
half demon, half human. I don't need that backstory. Keep it to yourself.
It's I don't know. They kind of wanted him to be the sidekick / I don't know. They kind of wanted him to be the nice guy, but also kind of like a I don't know, like
Exactly. You can't really put your finger on what they were going
Yeah,
for.
they wanted him to be the nice guy, but still they wanted him to like.
I was like, dude, we got cheated out of Whistler for this guy. It's probably why I'm so, because they were gonna originally go back to the whole Whistler thing.
Okay.
And that's who, but then they're like, then they made the character of Doyle. So that's probably why I've always been bitter towards that character. But also, I just felt like he never gelled with the rest of the cast.
And was that always the original plan, or did they get fan response? Because I don't think, did Doyle last like 10 episodes?
Yeah, I think he did.
Did he? Okay, I was gonna say it just seems like, or maybe he.
Like I said, it was always the plan for that character to do the thing that he did for Cordelia. So I don't know. Maybe that's why it felt off, because I guess they might have told the actor ahead of time. So it's just like, I don't have to really put all that effort in.
No. Or, he did have substance abuse problems. Was that kind of like, oh, okay, we're going to have
and to... I guess his half-human side was Irish. Racist! Stereotypes much, thanks!
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. He was an American, so I don't know. Was he really Irish, or...
You better not say that in Boston, boy! They'll tell you they're Irish through and through, boy. Ain't never seen not a sunset in South Clair County in their life, but they're Irish.
I know, but I couldn't remember if he was. I swear he was.
He had the accent and everything, because I guess the guy in real life was. Because he even had that accent in Roseanne, so it was just like, okay.
No, he really wasn't supposed to in Roseanne, but.
He wasn't? Because it was there.
I didn't think. I thought he was just supposed to be.
Don't judge me. I was watching the reruns on Memorial Day, okay? And it was the episode where Darlene gets married to David.
Oh, yeah.
And he was tying his hand. I'm like, holy crap, that accent is thick.
Yeah. Yes. Glenn Martin Christopher Francis Quinn was an Irish actor.
Yeah, with all those names, I guarantee you. Oh, yeah. So, I don't know. Like, it's just, like, if it would have just been Angel and Cordelia and then, like, Wesley later on, I think I could have done without this character.
Yeah, it seemed kind of too convenient, because I think, one episode Doyle dies, and then I think the next episode Wesley shows up. I'm like, they should have had, like, an episode or two in between where it's just Angel and Cordelia and show them, like, oh, hey, they need, like a third partner.
Talk about a glow up, though. I was just like, ooh, how you doing? Allison Hannigan's a lucky lady.
Oh, good Lord. Why didn't they go with Wesley from the beginning?
Maybe he wasn't available. I know at one point in time that him and Allison Hannigan had done, like, some movie where they fell in love and got married, like, that whole thing. And, like, he was trying to acting career and stuff like in the movies and stuff. So
Maybe
he just wasn't available until a certain time.
Makes sense. But yeah,
yeah.
Like I said, this episode, I remember first watching it and thinking, as a vampire fan, I was like, yeah, I like this. But then the ending, when he kicks Russell out the window, can you fly? He's telling Angel, I can do whatever I want. Can you fly? I was like, oh yeah, I'm coming back.
My least favorite thing in the Buffyverse has to be the vampire forehead Klingon thing.
Yeah.
I just, because I used to be addicted to True Blood, and I remember in one of those books, I don't know if it's like 4 or 5 or something like that, and he said she was watching Angel, and he goes, "This is what you think of vampires?" Like, ouch! Shots fired.
Because it's like,
but no, he's not wrong.
Because even like it's like you get this vampire face, but basically all it is like the eyes change and like it looks like they're scrunching their nose.
Like, are you turning into a caveman? Is this what's going on?
I guess it's supposed to be like a manifestation of like the inner demon, but
yeah, and shout out to the practical prosthetics. I'm a big proponent of that when it comes to special effects and stuff, but sometimes maybe we just want to CGI. As long as it's not a creepy Twilight baby, let's just CGI stuff.
Yeah, but it was. This first episode was 1999. How far it's CGI? We did have CGI, but nowhere near the level we do now.
We could have tried something.
But when you, I mean, it looked cool when you dusted the vampires.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta find my Mr. Pointy. I have one. It's official.
She's a slayer.
Oh God, I would never want to be that. Mm-mm. I don't like a job where I have the potential to die on a daily basis. If I wanted that, I'd work back at Home Depot. Hello. Anyway, I don't know what else I can really say about the pilot. It's weird because like in the original script, Angel actually ends up finding Tina's dead body, and then he's like licking her blood. I'm just like, okay, we're gonna take that down a notch.
Yeah. I think that,
it was just like whoa.
Do you think like they wanted to do a more adult show, but they're like, oh hey, we're still in the WB?
I mean, at that time they were doing stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know about licking a
oh no, that was Dawson's Creek era, actually, wasn't it? I never actually watched that show, so I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
The only way I like my Vanderbeek is with Kristen Ritter on Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23. That was such a good show. I'm so bummed. Also, Christian Kane was actually like not even supposed to, like, that was just like a thing, like, but he worked it in.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they said it was just chemistry together. So he that's what got him. So I always find it really funny. You're like, what? Really? You were gonna not use him? Right? Like, you just always really.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it was kind of I don't know. Like, I feel like the dialogue was off, but they were still trying to find their footing.
Well, I mean, it was the first episode. We did get a lot of like Doyle in the beginning, giving him his backstory. So you're like catching up people who might not be too familiar with Buffy. Plus, it was only an hour. I mean, I think they could have done more if they would have made it like a 2-hour premiere.
Right? Like, I miss when a show could just be a 2-hour premiere.
Because basically, you're introducing Doyle, you're introducing what's her face, Tina, and that whole thing with Russell, and the whole thing with Doyle and the powers that be.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, I love how it's just like city of. It's just like not pilot, city of. We got all our backstory out. We know what we're doing here. That's why I was really surprised that I felt like the dialogue was off. Because, I mean, you got two characters that you've been working with for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But, I mean, it is kind of world building. It's like new city. It's kind of like, what's Angel's mission? What's Angel's purpose here without Buffy? And
a lot. Get over yourself. Like, oh God, like I just like as a kid, I just was not about that. Oh, we're meant to be. I'm like, Heifer, you're 16. You meant to be doing homework and slaying. You don't need to be thinking about no boy. Okay.
Right. You're 16. He's like 316.
I mean, Twilight, it's a thing. People love that extreme age gap, apparently.
As long as they look pretty.
And don't age. Is that a Hollywood metaphor for you or not? Metaphor for you or not?
What, the younger guy and the much older man?
Oh boy! You know what though? We got a lot of Batman comments in this episode.
Oh yeah, I'm even thinking of one or two from that next episode too. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, just like well, you know what I think happened to that grapple gun? Like in this first season, they have him using it to like climb up walls or like jump over like high fences or something. Meanwhile, I think in other seasons he just like leap, like super leaps over stuff. They're like, he's a vampire.
They're really going for that Batman vibe, bro. Like,
exactly.
Everyone's like, stop it!
Like
You're gonna get us sued.
Like somebody smacks somebody after season 1. They're like, he's a vampire. Why doesn't he just super leap over stuff?
Because he's Batman.
Black car, grapple gun.
I mean, he ain't even call it a bat cave. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, a really weird reference was a Colt 45, and I'm just like, Okay.
Oh, no, he said, "Give me Billy D."
Oh, is that what that? Oh.
I think that's what he said. Then he said, "Give me a Billy D." So meaning a Colt 45.
Yeah, like I can't even believe. I mean, that's a really old reference by that point.
I know. Lilith was in middle school. She had just started to drink.
No, I didn't drink. I didn't have my first drink until I got to high school. True story. I'm sorry, mother, as you roll over in your grave.
Oh, good.
What else is there? There's a lot of like. This is the thing about in the Buffyverse just in general. There's a lot of like references and backstory and in jokes. So
I mean, it was a good episode, but yeah, it was a lot of world building and setup and.
Yeah. Sorry, somebody was coming in the house. Oh, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh, the powers that be. Like, I didn't like that concept either. Like, it was too on the nose or something.
Yeah, I mean, we never really. I mean,
it's like, okay, you're just a vampire with a soul. The powers that be never really like to this point demonstrate themselves to Buffy. Like, excuse me.
Well, maybe it was like Buffy had like this purpose. She was part of this system, but it was like Angel. They're like, hey, we can use this guy.
Champion. They really wear that word out later on in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy crap. But no, I always felt like that was a little too on the nose and they needed to like back away from that a little bit.
Well, I don't know. I think in a way they didn't go into the powers that be enough, you know.
Well, they dropped it afterwards, after the whole demon spawn thing, and thus they should have, because they done messed up with that one. After that, you just this is what you've done. Don't be proud of yourself.
But I mean, it would have been cool if they would have like maybe they had a sinister ulterior motive, or it's like, okay, this is why we do what we do.
Did. And maybe the WB said ixnay on the higher power being evil thing. Because I do feel like that storyline never resolved itself to a point. Yeah. And it's like, if you're going to let Angel like run Wolfram Hart, and we all saw how well that worked out, maybe just a heads up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, you know what else? Like, I sold them off, but should try to track some down again. Like, there were a bunch of tie-in novels for Angel also.
Yes, I read them all.
So did I.
Oh my god, Longest Night is my favorite Angel book. The Longest Night. It's about December 22nd. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
All that, because it's the longest night of the year. So like all hell like literally breaks loose. They just have a party. Like the sky was red.
I believe I sold those off. We should try to find some to do for podcast. Yeah.
I found all the Smallville ones, and those were damn hard. So Angel should be a little bit easier.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember how many. Maybe I'll.
I think it's 20 though.
I have to say, maybe I'll look it up. We can put it up on our social media, like the list of the novels.
Yeah, I want to say the lady that writes a lot of the time. I want to say Nancy Holder wrote one of those books.
I think so. Yeah, it's been so long since I read any of those, but yeah.
Yeah. Wait, were those little? Do you remember if they were Little Brown or Titan?
It might have been Titan, maybe.
Oh. Yeah. We're gonna find some. No, those books were good, but only half of them are like canon. Some are actually canon, some are not.
Yeah.
Yeah. All my favorite ones tend to not be canon.
It's been so long because I remember I know I bought a bunch of them at Borders at the time.
Borders, wow, we are old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but no, like the universe that they built was really great, and this was a good stepping stone. And I feel like once we forget that Buffy's not around, like that he's just his own thing, the show just grows and exponentially from there.
Yes, yeah, kind of becomes its own thing.
Yeah, and it's a good thing. I think it's one of the most successful spinoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Next Generation.
Yeah, but that, I don't know. Was that not really? Was it a spin-off or was it like a not like a complete reboot, but
No, it was a spinoff. That's how they bill it.
the continuation?
The saga continues.
I see like Deep Space Nine and Voyager as like the spin-offs.
They're all spinoffs.
I know.
Maybe there's a specific word for it. I don't know, but they're all spinoffs.
But no, I mean,
Deep Space Nine is definitely a spinoff. They're like, hey, you Worf, get out of here.
But no, I mean, Angel Did Good. It did like 5 seasons, and that's good for a spinoff. And
I was bitter about. I stayed away from Whedon for a long time because Angel didn't have to be canceled. He forced their hands, and they were in a penis measuring contest. And the main executive said, "Well, I'm just going to cancel you. You're not going to force my hand into an early renewal."
Yeah, I was mad when they canceled that. And was it true that
unnecessary?
And didn't they cancel it for that crap Supernatural?
That's not why they canceled it.
Oh, no.
Joss Whedon said, I want an early renewal or cancel us. And the executive called his bluff and canceled him. Although the next executive said it was a mistake, but it was too late. He was already doing Bones. I was so mad. I was just like, you could have just held out one year without doing a show. We could have had Angel back.
Exactly.
So bitter. But yeah, that's why I was just like, oh, he's doing Marvel movies. Good.
Oh. How dare you?
I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing. But all yeah. Right. So I can't wait to talk about episode 2 because that's when it really gets good.
Well, let's get out of here. So,
okay.
All right, everyone. Join us next week for episode 2, unless you're on YouTube, and hang on for a couple minutes. But yeah, if you want to talk to us, send us your thoughts on any future future episodes. Watch ahead.
Favorite characters.
Exactly. Most favorite, least favorite. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook, Angel Chronicles. We're at Angel TV Podcast on Twitter because everyone takes all the good handles. You can also get a hold of us at CL Sidekicks. And our handy voicemail, if you're not a writer.
It's been almost 20 years, Philip. It's your fault. You should have done it earlier.
There was no Twitter 20 years ago. But yes, a voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Lilith, where can people come to you for help?
If you need help, or if you're a Doyle fan that's mad at me, at Lilith Hellfire. But if you like that crap Smallville, you should definitely check me out at S1E1 Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. June 18th, we're launching our website. We're going to be having some live watch parties, so get in on it. Get into it before it's too late.
I didn't call Smallville crap. I called Supernatural crap.
I call it Smallville crap. It's okay. When you love it as much as I do, you can talk smack.
All right. So that has been the very first episode of the Angel Chronicles. Go out. Tell your friends. Share the link. Share the word. The powers that be want you to. And I'm not talking about the man.
For nefarious purposes.
What?
For nefarious purposes.
Don't be a Wolfram and Hart. Don't be a Russell. But that's right. Follow us every week. Listen. Spread the word to all your friends. Because, remember, you can be a champion.